Darren Bent, as he's heard some of the latest stories from the world of football. Let's start off with last night's game. And talk about Ollie Watkins. You touched on it ever so briefly. Let me just maybe get rid of the music now, Jack. Josh Tuesday hitting the buttons today, by the way, in case you're wondering. What do you make of Ollie Watkins' performance last night? There's so much pressure on him, right? Because he's probably, like the rest of us, are thinking it's going to be 2. Although I'd like to take 3. Because I'd
like to take 3, and I hope he does take 3.
So do I. And if he does, he's 100% going. Yeah. If he takes 2, is he 100% not going?
Well, again, he's formed alone for Aston Villa this season, certainly in the Premier League. 19 goals, 13 assists, which is absolutely bonkers. He's been outstanding. But we're basically just going off of the last 2 internationals for Ollie Watkins because, again, the first international, I think it was Brazil. It was Brazil and Belgium, wasn't it, the last 2? Brazil game, he looked like he didn't really get much service, got a little bit isolated. And then again last night, I think he had the early chance and not that he didn't look comfortable, because I'm sure he could play at that level, just didn't grab it with both hands, is the way I'd put it, the analogy that I'd use. And yes, he's had a better season than Ivan Toney. I mean, Ivan Toney spent a large spell, period out, right? But Ivan Toney against Belgium looked comfortable, looked really good, played really well. So it's definitely one of those where I hope Ollie Watkins goes, because I think you can't have a season like this for your club. Aston Villa finished in the Champions League and you don't go. You had that, right? I've had that, yeah.
So who, remind everyone, what club were you at?
Well, the first one was 2006.
Okay, you were at what club?
Charlton.
Right.
Scored 22 goals. Didn't go.
Right. Were you the highest Englishman?
Yes.
You were the highest scoring Englishman that season?
Didn't go. Then 2010.
What was the Theo year?
That 2006.
Right, okay.
2010. 25. Didn't go.
High scoring Englishman?
Rooney beat me.
You were the high scoring Englishman?
No, Rooney beat me.
Oh, it beat you? Okay, yeah. I thought you meant beat you to the squad.
No. But so it happened. So I'm looking here.
That's a disgrace, that
is. It is, but then imagine if you're Solanke. He's 19 goals as well. And again, no disrespect, but it's Bournemouth. And he's not going to get a look in.
No, you're right.
But I hope he goes, because I think he's definitely, maybe his performance last night, I wouldn't say he played poorly, just didn't get involved as much as he'd have liked. But I just hope his form for Aston Villa gets him in, because I think you can't score that many goals, 27 in total, and not go.
You're an Arsenal fan, right? And you need number 9, ironically.
Yeah.
If you can only sign one of them, which one do you want?
Out of Watkins and Toney?
Yeah.
I'm probably going to go Toney.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because of the style that you play, or because he's a better player?
Yes, the way that we play. I think
he's a better player.
I think link-up play, I think Toney's slightly ahead.
Okay.
But obviously movements, pace, Watkins. I think finishing as well.
It's so close.
It's honestly, again,
it's I hope we take 3.
If you could take one at Man United, you had to take one.
Probably Toney.
Yeah. I think he's just
the penalty stuff counts for a little bit for my money as well. You know, if you get one, you get a lot of pens.
It's a goal.
Yeah, he's 9 times out of 10.
And there's no debate.
No. But it's close. I don't want to poo-poo either, right? Because it's horrific. Whoever misses out. Not just one of those 2, but anyone that misses out.
Out of the 2, I'd say Watkins is more deserving of going because of the goals and the season he's had.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Toney against Belgium was very, very impressive.
I agree. Staying with that subject, we can hear what Adrian Durham was thinking. He had his say on the difference between Watkins and Toney.
If you compare him with Ivan Toney, and it's difficult, and there are differences between the 2, but Ivan Toney would, given the fact that he's got some big, hairy Bosnian centre-halves in his face, he would give as good as he's got. He'd be digging elbows in ribs. He'd be sledging them. He'd be taking them into areas of the pitch they don't want to go in. He would let them know he's there. Whereas Ollie Watkins, on the face of it, I'm not down there on the pitch having the conversations with him, but on the face of it, it looks like it's a little bit too soft and too easy for them to defend against him.
There was a moment there where he said big, hairy, and then...
I was wondering what was coming next.
Yeah, so was I. Have you got that bit? Have you got that, Jack?
Big, hairy Bosnian centre-halves.
Bosnian, that's what you meant. Okay, well, let's hope there's 26, right? Let's hope there's 26.
Yeah.
Sorry, let's hope there's 3 in the 26 and he's one of the 3.
There's the 3, yeah.
I agree with you.
talkSPORT Drive. Super opinionated sporting debate. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.